Thank you, Stephanie. This Friday, there's an art opening that has a unique story. Joining me now are Katherine and Lynn Graham. And normally, a parent passes on their skills to a child, but in your case, Katherine, you passed on your skill and your love for art to your mother. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I started painting when I was 12, and I always had a love for art, and then my mom expressed interest into it, so I gave her her first watercolor lesson.
Right, when she just dropped paint on this wet paper and the paint just went whoosh.
Wow.
I just could hardly stand it. I wanted to do it too.
Now,
so
you're both talented artists. Let's start with you first, Katherine. You have taught at many places. One of the places is Penland School of Arts and Crafts up in the mountains. Tell me a little bit about your experience as an artist.
Well, I've been an assistant art teacher there for 2 sessions doing alternative firing techniques, so which includes Raku ceramics and a little bit more different than your typical ceramic mugs or plates or things like that.
And you actually brought in a sample of one of the pieces you've created,
that's
right?
Correct, yep.
So you take ceramic and add other items to it, right?
I do. I include glass, mica, and I also press in leaves, I press in ferns. I'm all very inspired by nature, so I kind of use that as an inspiration and different, Raku is a good technique to where you can do a lot of experiments as well.
So it gives you a lot of freedom with your art. Okay, let's talk, Lynn, about your experience. You've been a painter for 20 years, and I understand that you went to Cape Fear Community College and also UNCW.
I did.
You live in Masonboro Island, and tell me a little bit about your art.
I don't live on Masonboro Island.
Okay.
Masonboro Sound.
Okay, okay.
Nobody lives on Masonboro Island except crabs.
Okay, tell me a little bit about your art.
Well, it's representational, but it's not photo representational.
Okay.
I love nature. I love plants. This is my pomegranate, and the pomegranate's blooming right now at the Burgwin-Wright House.
Wow.
Where we're going to have our show. Right outside the window, there are pomegranates blooming, and I don't know whether they're going to fruit or not, but.
So let's talk a little bit about the exhibit. It's going to be this Friday night.
That's tomorrow.
From 6 to 9.
From 6 to 9.
And what will folks get to see and experience?
Well, they'll see my art and they'll see Katie's art. There are going to be refreshments and what else?
Also the beautiful newly renovated Burgwin-Wright House too.
Wow, awesome. Now, Lynn, I understand you grew up in South Carolina. How did growing up on a farm and your experience as a young girl influence your art today?
Well, I paint the things that were on my farm. I paint the people that were on my farm. I paint the insects and the fish and the chickens and things like that were on my farm.
All right. Well, we are definitely looking forward to learning more about your art. And also, if you want to experience it again, you can go this weekend, actually Friday night, and experience it from 6 to 9. Thank you so much for being in here with us today. And we'll be right back with more right after this.